A nice thing about the river is that you often see things that you wouldn't see on the road. I've just been passed by somebody wearing a goth corset and platform boots, but that's not, and a sort of fishnet top, but that's not actually what I was thinking of. On the other hand, I've never seen one of these on the road either. And I had to look at a label. Luckily it has a label on it to find out what it was. And apparently it is a water pressure pump. And my guess, it doesn't seem to be connected to anything, and it has wheels. My guess is that it's something to do with narrowboats rather than, say, a flood control system. And I'm not being completely fatuous when I talk about a flood control system, because the area around Botley, you saw some of the art works that I filmed on Botley Road on Saturday. Well, there's a huge sheaf of planning notice sheets very close to one of those attached to a fence, and there are others up and down Botley Road with all sorts of frightening stuff about compulsory purchase. I haven't read them yet, so I don't know whose land is going to be taken away, but it probably won't be very pleasant. And that is flood control. It's all in the service of a mega flood control scheme that has been approved by the Environment Agency, and that objectors say is going to do horrible things to the fields around Botley and Hinksey. So I'm not being fatuous when I ask whether this is part of a flood control scheme, but I think it's probably on the small side to be so. And as I say, it's also portable. So my guess is that it belongs to one of these boats. Maybe it's used for pumping out bilges if narrow boats actually have bilges. Wow. And the only thing I know about bilges actually is that in spy stories, foreign spies tend to get captured and tied up and put somewhere out of the way on a boat, and they almost inevitably fall into the bilge and get very wet. But I must say I don't really know what bilges are for. So this is me looking at a water pressure pump on the Isis. See you next time.